Hello, and welcome back to English Flow, the podcast for people who want to speak English better, step by step. Today, I have a question for you. Do you understand English when you read it, but when you hear someone speak, everything feels too fast? You hear words, but you don't understand them. You want to listen, but your brain feels confused. If this is you, don't worry. This is normal, and today we talk about how to get better at listening in English. Let me explain why listening is so hard for beginners. When we read English, we can stop. We can read slowly. We can look at the word again. But when we listen, the words come fast. They don't stop. And sometimes people don't say words the same way we learned them. For example, in a textbook, you learn the word want to, but in real speech, people say wanna. In a textbook, you learn going to, but in real speech, people say gonna. This is why listening feels difficult. Real English sounds different from textbook English. But here is the good news. Listening is a skill, and like all skills, you can practice it. And the more you practice, the better you become. So let's talk about how to practice. Tip 1. Listen every day, even for a short time. You don't need to listen for 1 hour. Even 5 or 10 minutes every day is good. The important thing is that you do it every day. Your brain needs to hear English sounds again and again. This helps your brain learn to understand faster. So every day, even a little, is better than one long time every week. Tip 2. Start with slow, clear audio. Don't start with fast movies or fast news. Start with content made for beginners, like this podcast. Choose audio that speaks slowly and uses simple words. When you understand more, you can move to faster content. But first, start slow. This is not a problem. This is smart. Tip 3. Listen first, then read. Here is a good exercise. First, listen to something without reading. Try to understand what you can. Then, read the transcript, the written text. After that, listen again. This time, it will be easier. Your brain connects the sound to the words. This is a very powerful exercise. Tip 4. Repeat what you hear. This is called shadowing. When you hear a sentence, you say it again. You copy the sound, the speed, the music of the voice. This helps your listening and your speaking at the same time. You don't need to be perfect. Just try. Say the words out loud. Your mouth learns English the same way your ears do. Tip 5. Don't try to understand every word. This is a very important tip. When you listen, you don't need to understand 100%. If you understand 50 or 60%, that is okay. Focus on the main idea. What is the person talking about? What is the feeling? What is happening? Don't stop because of one word you don't know. Keep listening. The meaning often becomes clear from the other words around it. Now let's have a small learning moment. Today's word is practice. Practice means to do something many times to get better. We say, I practice English every day, or she practices listening every morning. The noun is practice. My English practice is important. The verb is also practice. I practice speaking. This is an easy and very useful word. You will use it many times in your English journey. Now I have a question for you. Which tip do you think is hardest for you? Listening every day or understanding without knowing every word? Tell me in the comments. I want to know your answer. And here is another question. How do you practice listening right now? Do you watch videos? Do you listen to music? Do you use an app? Write your answer below. Let's talk about it. So to finish today's episode, listening in English is not easy at the start, but it gets better. Every time you listen, your brain learns a little more. Every day is one step forward. Be patient with yourself. You are doing something hard, and that means you are already doing something great. Thank you for listening to English Flow today. If this episode helped you, please give it a like. It helps other learners find us. And if you are new here, subscribe so you don't miss the next episode. See you next time. Goodbye, everyone.